Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today on the channel, we're going to be taking a look at watchOS 10. So watchOS 10 has been recently released along with some other major releases by Apple, including iPadOS 17, iOS 17, and tvOS 17. I'll be having some separate videos about those on the channel in the coming days, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss when those videos are uploaded. Today, we're going to be taking a look at everything new here in watchOS 10 on my Apple Watch Series 6. So to install this update, basically what you want to do is head over to your iPhone, the Watch app. You want to go in there and go to your software update, and you can install it easily from there. You need to make sure, however, that your iPhone is on the latest version of iOS 17, and you need to make sure that you have an Apple Watch Series 4 or later. Now let's go ahead and jump into some features here. So this is a pretty large update, and Apple said that this is the largest update change-wise since the release of watchOS. So that's a pretty big deal. So the first thing you're going to notice here when you start browsing around in watchOS is that there may be some changed controls. So they've kind of changed the way you access certain things, mainly the control center. So obviously you pull down from the top, you see your notifications, although they're a little bit laggy in this version for some reason. But you pull down, you see your notifications. You also notice that if you try to swipe from left to right, you no longer can change your watch face by doing that. Instead, you now have to hold down and then change your face accordingly that way. I guess that's kind of a good thing because sometimes I accidentally change watch faces somehow. But yeah, you now have to hold down to select your watch face. If you slide up from the bottom on previous watchOS 9, that would be your control center, and that would be your control center on other versions of watchOS as well. Now we have a brand new thing called Smart Stack. So Smart Stack kind of reminds me of a Siri watch face, except it doesn't necessarily change these different widgets throughout the day, because you can actually go in, you can hold down, you can hit add, and you can customize which widgets you would like to see. For now, these are all, of course, Apple applications, but I'm sure in the future we might be able to see some additional apps be supported here in the Smart Stack. But for now, it's just Apple applications. But these will change throughout the day. They'll update themselves. They're basically widgets. Think of this as widgets on your watch and not necessarily a Siri watch face. But yeah, this is the new Smart Stack, so you can access different things pretty quickly in here, which I think is kind of a cool feature. I'm not sure I'm actually going to use it as much, but it's definitely going to take some getting used to knowing that it's here. But yeah, so you can see different apps in there. And then at the bottom, you can actually hop into all applications right here. So you may be wondering, well, how do I access the control center? Now the control center simply is the side button. So you click that and there you go. There's how you access your control center. If you double tap the side button, that'll still take you to Apple Pay. And if you want to see recent apps, they did not get rid of that. Now, all you have to do is double tap the digital crown, and that'll allow you to see your recent applications there. Also, Siri is still activated by holding down the side button like that. So just a couple little changes about how now you navigate things. Nothing too crazy there. As far as some design changes go, you're going to notice that in every single application, just about, it's going to look different. So we'll hop into a few of these applications here and show you what they look like. Let's start off with activity. You can see that we have some additional icons here. We also have more detailed information, and every app now takes full advantage of the watch screen. So this obviously is a Series 6. It's not really a large watch when it comes to today's standards, but if you have a bigger watch screen than this is where this is definitely going to shine. Every app also features the rounded corners, so it takes up the full display. It looks really cool. I like it a lot. Let's head into another application. We can go into alarms. You can see that this one looks kind of the same. Nothing really different going on here. I think the calculator's the same. Calendar looks a little different, not terribly different. One of the main ones here is the weather app. You can go in. You can see that this one looks way different. Temperature, colors take up the whole screen. Looks more similar to iOS when you see your 7-day or 10-day forecast. Looks very nice. Go ahead and see, there might be another app. Again, like I said, they've all been basically redesigned. So you can kind of hop in there and you can see which ones look different and which ones look the same. Also, you notice here that you now have the choice of grid or list view. So you don't have to go into settings and actually change that. And something interesting here is your view here. You can't really go as far out as you used to with this view. You can see that I can't really scroll over. It's kind of like a set size now. And using the digital crown does not zoom in and out. It just scrolls through your list. Kind of a bummer. I kind of miss that view how it was, but I always use list view anyways. So yeah, a lot of different design changes here and there in watchOS. Of course, it wouldn't be a watchOS update if we didn't have some new watch faces. So let's go ahead and go through those now. So the first one we'll talk about is Snoopy. So this is kind of a throwback to the first Apple Watch that came out with the Snoopy face. So this has a ton of different scenes. There's actually over 100 different Snoopy animations that you'll see throughout the day. So every time you raise and lower your wrist, you will see something completely different. You can see that they change throughout the day. And then when your watch is in like the standby mode, always on display, you can see that he is sleeping right there. So that's the Snoopy watch face for you. Next one we'll talk about is the palette watch face. So this one has kind of some multicolor action going on. There's a lot of different colors that you can choose from here to kind of make it how you like it. So you can see some of those. There's also 4 complication slots for you. But as you can see, the second hand kind of shows you the color changing as it goes around. So a nice colorful face for you to play around with. Definitely can make it unique to yourself. Next one goes along with the solar watch face. This is a new solar analog watch face. So you can select whether you want it to be light or dark or dynamic, so it'll change throughout the day. And it basically shows you now that it is kind of dark outside and it's going around. You can see the light with the second hand. We can go in here, we can see our different style. We can choose if we want to see, you know, like numbers or seconds or things like that. You can choose your light, your color, and different complications there in the middle. So you can see our color choice. We could go for something like a red, and it would look a little something like that at almost 9 o'clock at night. So pretty cool. I'm a sucker for a solar watch face because the solar one is, the solar dial is my go-to face anyways. So that is my daily use face right there. So pretty exciting to see a new version of solar. I kind of like leaving it as the blue, and it looks a little something like that. Very nice. Really enjoy that one. Last one here is Nike Globe. So the Nike Globe face here, you can see that the globe up there, the lines are the second hand. So we'll watch that reset. There you go. So the globe fills up as the clock ticks away. This one also has a bunch of customization as well. You can choose your color, 4 complication slots. So pretty nice there. Really like this one too. Go for that black and blue look. And there you go. Matches my watch pretty good that way. Now the last face I can't actually show you because it's actually a Apple Watch Ultra exclusive. It's called Modular Ultra, so it utilizes the edges of that big, huge display on your Apple Watch Ultra and gives you the real-time data through 3 different options and many different complications. That's only available on Apple Watch Ultra devices. Speaking of Nike kind of involves workout, so that's a good next segment here. We'll talk about workout features and changes here. Apple Watch, of course, it's important, the workout and fitness features of this device, because, well, that's a main selling point for a lot of people when they buy an Apple Watch. So there are some changes here to workout. Besides the completely different redesigned application here, we have a lot of different things here to do with cycling. So if we scroll down, there are some different cycling workouts that we've had before. So you can see there's outdoor cycle, there's indoor cycle, multi-sport. There's just different cycling things here and there. Let's go ahead and go into this outdoor cycle one here. So you can see that during cycling workouts, you can tap the workout timer on your iPhone's lock screen to see all your metrics. You can stop by swiping right and tapping the stop button. So that's pretty cool. You can now control that on your phone. So with cycling, that now supports Bluetooth enabled sensors. So there's different things you can get, like power meters, speed sensors, different things like that, to make your cycle more active. Also, you can see there's our different heart rate zones, different things like that. There's also a cycling power on here. You can see the different elevation, your speed, if you had that speed sensor on here. So a lot of interesting metrics that you can use here on the cycling. So there's the cycling power view, which displays your power output during your workout. There's also a power zone view, which is the functional threshold power, which means the highest power you can maintain in a 1-hour session, which can create your personalized zones. So these right here, to let you know which zone power threshold you're in. So there's a lot of different metrics on cycling that you can use, and they can appear, you can see, on your watch and also in your health app on your phone. So a lot of changes there. Let's head into activity. Kind of already talked about this a little bit, but icons here in the corner can allow you to view your weekly summary. So previously you couldn't see this on the watch, but now you can. You can see a full weekly summary here. You can also change your goals conveniently right there as well. Also, your rings, they used to be kind of all in one spot. Well, now you can view them individually here on here, and you can also easily adjust your goal right there as well. So that's pretty nice to see. There's also some changes with Fitness Plus, so you can now create a workout and meditation schedule with your own custom plans. Also, you can choose your selected activity days, workout duration and types, different trainers, music, and all that to automatically create your plan. So you can, if you subscribe to Apple Fitness Plus, you can go in there and create your own personalized workout plan. You can also add those different workouts into the new Smart Stack. So maybe you want to do those at a certain time of day. You can go into your Smart Stack and you'll see a new little widget pop up to allow you to quickly start one of those workouts. Next up, we can talk about the Compass application, which features a complete redesign. A lot more details. There's kind of like a simplified view that you can get going now. There's also the backtrack feature and different things. So you have a last cellular connection waypoint, which automatically estimates the last location on your route. There's also a new last emergency call waypoint that can be activated, used for emergency purposes. So there's just a lot of different things that you can access here in the Compass app. So it's been very much redesigned. Maps have also been redesigned. There's a new walking radius, which shows how long it might take to go to a nearby restaurant. So you can see that here on your wrist. Also, you can now download offline maps on your iPhone that can be viewed onto your Apple Watch. So that way, if you need to view something, you might not have your phone, you can now see that right here. Also, there are different routes for driving, cycling, walking in those offline maps as well. There's also topographic maps displays on regional parks and trails. Apple has updated the mindfulness app to now include state of mind. So you can go in here and you can log your different state of mind for your mental health purposes. So you can log how you felt or how you feel overall throughout the day, just to kind of keep track of mental state of minds there. So that's now available in there. You can also add different contributing factors to the reason for your state of mind. So maybe if it's stress related, like work or something like that, it can be included and kind of help figure out what might need to be done. You also get state of mind reminders throughout the day, just like you would on Reflect or Breathe reminders as well. There's also been a few health changes in the medications application, so you now get follow-up reminders if you haven't logged your medicine in the last 30 minutes. And also there's an option to set follow-up reminders as critical alerts so they can be seen even if your device has been muted or you're in a focus mode. So if you use that for taking your medicine and you miss it, you don't log it, then it'll definitely remind you now. And guys, that's really all I kind of have for you today with watchOS 10. I mean, there's a lot of features in here, a lot of things that we can cover. But the main thing here is just those UI changes. There's a lot of different things, many different applications, workout related, all sorts of stuff. There's also a lot of features that are trickling over from iOS 17. I know one cool thing here is you now have the ability to do group FaceTime audio calls. And also, you can leave a FaceTime message, obviously with an iPhone. We don't have an Apple Watch with a camera yet. But if somebody leaves you a FaceTime video message, you can watch it here on your watch. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything I have for you today here, watchOS 10 wise. Again, a lot of things to talk about. Let me know what your favorite new feature here is in watchOS 10. And let me know if you're going to pick up one of those new Apple Watches that just dropped last week. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today in this video. Thank you for watching as always, and I will catch you all in the next one.